see Sean Hathaway.
Thank you very much, Rishi. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Arena here at Potter's Resort for the just retirement World Indoor Bowls Singles Championship. It is semi-finals day, so let's welcome out our players. First out, 2012 World Indoor Singles Champion, ranked at number 10 in the world. Please welcome Mr. Andy Thompson, MBE. And playing Andy, it is another former world indoor champion, Scotland's head coach for the 2014 Commonwealth Games, ranked at number 5 in the world. It is, of course, David Gourlay.
Well, amazingly, despite playing at these championships since the 90s, this is only the second time that these two have ever met in the singles of the World Indoor Championships. They met in 2007 when David Gourlay won a quarter-final on a tie-break. This could be a superb match coming up. Time to say hello to our commentators, former world champion John Price, and our own David Corkill.
Thank you, Rishi. It's another one of those matches that everyone was thinking we want to be there to see. The evergreen David Gourlay, back to 1996, as a 100-to-1 outsider. He won the championship. He beat Tony Alcock in the first round, and suddenly his odds changed, but we knew him as a very good player back then. Hasn't just been able to repeat the process, and Andy Thompson, 3 times world champion. Back in the middle 90s, picked up back-to-back championships, and then just 2 or 3 years ago, he rolled back the years to pick it up again. You see David's changed his bowls again, John. He's moved away from the crescent grip that he had before.
Yeah, he's played very well with those bowls, the crescent gripped green bowls yesterday. Problem was, I think he couldn't find the same size bowl in that model, so he's gone to a different bowl, looking for another large bias bowl.
Yes, he uses a size 4, and there was only a 3 available in the pool bowls, but there's just so many out there. There's dozens of sets. You can't cover absolutely everything.
Yes, and that's probably going to be the biggest question mark now. He played so well with the other bowls. It's how he makes that adjustment to a new set today. Certainly looks a decent swing on these bowls, coming back with really good weight. Good start by David Gourlay.
Yes, that's a key for David. He likes a big swinging bowl. He feels a lot more confident with them. The same could be said for Andy Thompson. Irrespective of their world titles, Andy's got a selection of other titles that he's won indoor and outdoor. But he's also the most capped English player ever on the indoor. Just over 100 caps. He got that milestone last year in Stanley, and fully deserved as well. So kept his enthusiasm for the sport. Bearing in mind it takes 34 years to reach that. It's not easy. Here we see David in again. First sign of trouble for Andy.
Well, 3 great deliveries, David Gourlay. Putting the pressure on first end. Beautiful line in there. These are turning well, these bowls.
Well, it's not an easy one to draw down to. There is a front strike on, but it's not easy either. Well, he's going for it. Bowl on the bowl. Oh, what a result. Oh, goodness me. His ball just spun around and stayed in for second.
One shot, David Gourlay.
That's a remarkable result.
Yeah, I can see this coming down. He gets the plant on the ball. The spin there, the ball's going round in a circle and stays for second. Well, it's a good result. Couldn't predict that.
Jack length 28 metres.
Well, there's times when you just roll them down as fast as you can and see what happens. Andy does that actually quite a lot. He's usually on target, takes his chances. It's certainly been a while since I've seen a ball spin around on the same spot like that.
Twenty inches.
David Gourlay's been ever present in the top 16. Only 20 years now, and he was #1 in the world for 5 or 6 consecutive years. Even though he hadn't won the World Championship, he was continually getting to the final stages of all of the events.
One green.
Very, very consistent campaigner. Fans on the connection on his own here. Yeah, it's just eased it away.
One green. 3 inches short of Jack high.
That's pretty good. Ball either side of the jack now for David Gourlay.
Gap is
So
1
he's got to
inch.
be careful here. I probably expect to see him coming in, try and nestle onto that side red ball. Yep, slipping onto the forehand.
Two green.
It's a very good ball, #2 as well.
Well, David attacking. Not sure if this is going to back down in time. No, I didn't think so. Inside and the high side. Well, he's normally very good at those shots, but a bit of a distance away with that one.
The safe draw for Andy here. He can just pass his own ball.
He's on the red one, he's perfect. Drop back. Oh, it didn't get the drop. So I'm not sure if that one's come into for a third. Andy looking at it. This is where you have a bit of fun.
Umpire.
He just asked Alan there, is it a measure?
Yeah, I think he's hoping for a drop in. I think that ball nearly fell into the jack. Being propped now before they measure.
I tell you what, that is very close.
David, do you want this one as well? Yeah.
That is very close. Certainly wouldn't take that one away.
2 green.
One of the things they normally say is the ball that's on its back, which in this case is the red one, normally starts favourite on a close measure, but this is pretty tight. I don't think it was that tight in the end.
Oh, there was so
Two
much
shots,
in
Andy
it, it was
Thompson.
frightening. Like over an inch in that measure. Well, we all know from working with Andy for many, many years, playing with and against him on occasions, that he just isn't good at measures. There's the boys down from Inverness and the ladies from Ardrossan just behind them. We love this place. They come back every year. Great bunch of boys.
Back length, 26
Really enjoy
metres.
themselves. Great supporters of the sport. Already booked for next year, John, I'm told.
Yeah, popular championships these. And why not as well when you see quality of bowlers like this? Right on line.
Judy Potter in her usual seat. Splendid in pink today. I think that's what I need, John. I think we should have pink jackets for the commentary box.
I don't think I'll join you on that. I don't think it's my colour.
1 green.
Well, before anybody gets any ideas, I don't think it's mine either. Andy, looking to drop one in. Looks good for 2.
2 green. 14 inches short of jack high.
Confidence about Andy this week. He's very determined. See David attacking. Getting an edge, but no result. Open the door though.
And he was closer with that one.
Not only that, he's made that front ball disappear, which means that he's got a clear shot now at the jack and the 2 balls. Oops. A bit of a disturbance there.
Readjusted on the delivery, just took his time. It's a good road in, he gets onto his own bowl, it's good.
Well, I think he's going to frame the jack.
Not so good.
Nope, definitely not. There's a gap there on the high side of the jack, on the
Great.
wide side, and maybe just a very narrow one inside, but won't stop David going for this.
Yes,
That'll do.
good strike.
He got it on the right side on the respot, one red. Didn't want it the other
One
side.
shot, David Gourlay.
No, it was a good hit that, and he just gave him a little bit of a target with the last ball.
Jack length 28 metres. That's a good reply.
Your bowl now is 14 inches short of jack high. 14 inches short of jack high.
Very tight here, early stages. Familiar mannerisms with David on the delivery, hitching the trousers up.
Yep. Always does it every single time.
Close with this.
A little edge, but it's not too bad the way it's finished up for him.
One green. 1 inch gap.
I'd say both players are looking very comfortable out there. So they should, with the amount of experience they have. But even with all of that experience, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle the first few ends, but these two are right into it.
One green. Slightly favour the front, bowls the nearest.
Well, that's not going to help David. To change the backhand now, really is blocking the way in. Well, he needs to roll off the green one and drop back. Still not close enough, but a really good second. Not much for Andy here except a very careful forehand draw.
Very quietly, doesn't want to move the green ball into the jack.
Well, he was
One
being
shot,
very
Andy
careful.
Thompson.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
The mat well up the rink, but and he just caught with the first bowl. It's a correction now.
One green.
Well, David just arriving, a little bit overweight, didn't get the bend.
Very difficult to put on that 15, 18 inches that you're looking for. Almost better being over it, and that's what happened to David. Andy, this is looking better.
Two green.
Like I said, he's looking very determined.
Drop the weight.
He's probably going to have 3 against him when he comes to the mat the next time, and sometimes wonder with Andy that if he gets a good run the first couple of games, he thinks, well, I've got another year in me to win this title. He's now 59, but age is not any sort of a barrier for Andy. He's been very competitive for a long, long time. Keeps himself very fit. That helps.
No, two. David.
David had the line with the last ball. He needs to just increase the weight. Reaching with this. Needs the ball solid.
No, he's got it.
Played it well.
Well, that's really because Andy didn't get in with his last ball. Just gave David Gurley an extra chance at it.
One shot.
Yeah, there
David
it
Gurley.
comes. Increased the weight on the last delivery. Solid onto the side ball. He's played a couple of big balls in this direction when he's been in trouble.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Always a nice start, that. Foot or so behind the jack.
Yes, you occasionally would see the disappointment on a player's face after something drops through. That's only because nobody felt that it was right beside the jack. Just didn't happen. It is useful.
move to the forehand. A little bit slower in this direction.
Just looking to drift inside his own. Didn't make the trip, but it's probably two.
Oh, now, has he adjusted the weight? Much better.
Ooh, still trucking a bit. But will he drop back?
1 green.
Well, second shot.
Andy needs to get to those 2 reds now.
Always close to getting the ball. Got it. That's a beauty. It really is a beauty. And David Gurley needs another big last ball.
3 green.
Yeah, that was just about perfect. Turning the back ball away as well to count for the 3. Played it really well.
Timeout called.
That's a nasty lie against David Goulet here.
David has 4 timeouts remaining.
It really is a draw on the forehand, John, because just looking at the way this is sitting, you know, a draw into there, and I'm just not sure about whether the plant is going to work. You know, the front ball's in the way. He just has to narrowly miss that to get to the jack, to push it on through to here, and that's very, very dangerous shot.
Yeah, you know, when you're playing really well, you're confident to draw it on the forehand. You've got to be a little careful. It does run on that side.
He's going for the forehand draw by the looks of it. There's a bit of indecision there. Maybe he's going for the runner. He is.
Forehand runner.
Wow.
This is interesting. He gets past the front. Didn't fancy that, to be honest with you.
I have to say, nor did I. That front ball always looked like it was going to be a problem. He's going to lose a 4 here. Yeah, that wasn't a shot I really expected. I knew on the mat he was just a little bit of indecision there, and then he sort of thought, well, he's going to run this, and he's given Andy a very straightforward chance to add another shot.
No, I don't think he's got that. Missed opportunity, that.
Oh, very much so.
3 shots, Andy Thompson.
Well, it was a good 3, but it could have been a 4.
Well, as you can see, it's a packed house. The International Arena.
Jack lanes 25.5 metres.
Andy Thompson, world number 10. Now 3 shots in front with 3 ends to go against David Gurley, and I have to say he's been good value for it. He's played very well so far. It's a good second by David. He's only 8 inches or 9 inches away from it, but the way this man's playing, expecting to slot another one pretty close. There it comes. He likes his forehand. That'll do. And David would normally attack that, John.
Formal game would be to strike the 2 greens off the
Last bowl
forehand.
gap, 7 inches.
It's his favourite shot.
He's been a bit off on the forehand runners so far.
And he's playing the draw. Now then, has he got the weight? And he's into the bunch.
2 green.
Well, there's space for Andy to come around it again and try and slot in behind the jack. Another 3 here would almost be enough to secure the first set.
Yeah, I think he'll try and get past this. He won't worry too much if he doesn't count for a third. Anything behind the jack is good. There we are. Position bowl.
He's gone well through. I think David will drive this time because the red ball into 2 green, the 2 will disappear. This looks better.
Very close to the green edge.
Well, there's a jack going through, and Andy had the deep ball. David's ball's taken out of the ditch. It wasn't a toucher. Andy can afford to go for something really close here. Force David to try for second shot.
2 green.
Yes, it might be worth going for a really close to the edge ball. If he did lose his ball, well, he's only probably going to drop a 1, so it's not fatal.
Exactly, that's the benefit of line the shot in this situation. You can take that little bit of a risk.
He's got to travel from there.
It's not bad. Needs to hurry though.
Don't think that's good enough.
No, it's well, nearly 2 meters
3
short.
green.
Got the width to come right back around those balls, and he's good enough for weight as well.
Yep, good strike, good
Good
draw. He's recovered well a few times, Sean.
1
hasn't
shot, there we
He
go.
has. He's been in the more trouble of the 2 players, and he's got out of jail a couple of times. With good last balls, good strike there with the third, and a good saving draw with the last. Trails 4-6.
Jack length 28 metres.
With 2 hands to go, David Gurley, 2 shots behind in the first set after 7 ends. Really would like to score this end. Whereas Andy Thompson, well, if he scores a single or a double, he'll be in a very strong position. Played well so far. Andy T, he's certainly putting a lot into this game. They're short games, John, no doubt about that, in comparison to what we used to play, but sort of games that more of a sprint, you have to get away quickly.
Yeah, and the more of the problem these days is the concentration levels, because if you just shut off for 1 or 2 ends, that's fatal in these short matches. That costs you the game. That's nicely poised, this match. Much better line in. Gets into that bowl, he's good.
Just to wait.
Just round past.
1 red.
Andy, of course, will have the last ball because David scored the previous hand. And for the same thing, just to drop inside in front of the jack if he can. It's not bad. Andy can still see the trail though.
It's an inviting shot this for Andy, similar to his last bowl. Try and carry the jack. As he picked the line this time. It's on the high side, he won't get back from there now.
Oh, choices here now for David Gurley. Does he try and tidy that head up a little bit by playing the forehand and taking the jack high ball away? Tapping it round for a 2 or a 3, or does he go deep, John?
Yeah, I mean, he may consider the deep position. He's lying a 2 for a 6 all, but he doesn't want to leave that line in for Andy, so try and close the end down.
He certainly pushed the ball out wide.
And it's a drawing line. Good weight for it.
Here it comes. He's very close with this.
Needs to run a bit further. Could be in for 3.
That's pretty good.
Well, what he's done is he's inviting Andy. He said, you know, you play the more difficult shot.
I think Andy will hit this. I really do.
I think the plant's down the gap. Plant on the 2 red balls maybe down the gap.
Yeah, but he almost certainly will take the 2 of them out. If he plays a backhand, it's a perfect trail. Yes, he's going for the hit on the backhand. I thought he might have played it the other side. Got one of them. Probably played the backhand because he could see the jack there.
2 shots, David Gurley.
Well, this crowd have been royally entertained in this match, there's no doubt about that. 6 all going into the last end of the first set. A little bit of a buzz around, just have to settle down. And this forehand, catching players out on the first delivery, so let's see if David can get right up to the jack.
And it's often now at this stage, 6 all, it's first in. Looking for a really good opener, David Goulet. This isn't bad. In fact, it's very good. And it's a very good start there.
Gap is 4 inches.
The electing to run at this.
Well, he's using it like a tiebreak end, isn't he? You know, he's seeing the jack there and thinking I can get that. So it's a reasonably predictable and understandable shot.
He's pulled a few backhand runners this week and he overcompensated then. I don't think it's his comfortable side, and he normally likes to hit off the forehand side. Certainly committed early to that. I'm a little surprised. He doesn't normally do that, Andy Thompson.
Well, it's a hard shot to draw, to beat it. That's the only reason why, maybe, but David Gurley's coming across a little bit. Well, that's not going to help Andy on the running ball.
Well, that's a good ball, actually. Stops the running ball. I think he'll go back to the draw here. It's his natural game normally.
Well, he's very straight on the mat. Yeah, he's going again. On the forehand this time, much closer. Yeah, look good. Jack goes in the ditch. Ball also goes in the ditch. It's live as a toucher.
Yeah, normally close on that forehand strike. Good hit.
It's going to be 1 degree, and who can get close to the ditch now? The forehand is a little bit on the narrow side, to say the least, so you have to go on the backhand, come across the line. There's only 1 ball there. You don't want to hit that. Not I honestly don't think he's reaching with this.
Well, he might get enough for shot. It's going to be very close though.
He doesn't go off the side of the rink, that is.
Well, that's a shot. It's not bad, but it's not quite close enough. I think it's beatable.
One red.
2 balls against 1. Andy would be the favourite.
Yeah, certainly advantage now. Seen the Goulet ball coming across that line as well. He can read that.
Yes, because he's wider than David. This is a much nicer line to come in off. He's looking pretty good with this. Yep. Well, it's going to be a tough one to beat, but I just can't see David playing the runner to it.
No, if he plays a run, even he gets it, he's still going to leave
One green.
a lot of room for Andy. I think he's got to beat it on the draw. He'll try and follow that line and just hope to slip past it. It's not easy this now for him.
In a good position after his first 2 balls, and now facing a set lie down.
Better line, all about pace now.
It still looks a little bit narrow. I don't think he's going to stop. No. Well, he had to give it a go. No choice.
One shot in first set to Andy Thompson.
Well, David Gourley played some really good last balls in that set, but Andy Thompson was arguably a little bit more consistent, even though he had to play a few runners himself. Wasn't much in it though, John.
No, he played a big hit, didn't he, with the second ball on that last end, Andy, and I think that was very important. If he had missed it there, he might have been in trouble. Big strike, and that gave him the chance to win it to the ditch then.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Oh, nearly 50 minutes for that set. Player's not wasting any time. Timeouts are being held back. Oh, good stuff again. So the players have come to terms with the rink very well over this event. Just a little bit slower than normal. But I have to say, John, we've had some really good bowling and some very, very tight matches.
Yeah, I think the more you bowl on it, probably in a lot of games, particularly those players who played in the pairs as well. Jansen had a little run. They start to catch the pace there.
One red. Last bowl is 5 inches short of Jack High. The other one is 10-inch gap.
Sensible to arrive at that. Any carry on the jack was good. Yeah, a little count for 2. Widened it a touch.
2 red.
Might be tempted to have a little go at the two off his forehand. He's been hitting quite well on that side, Andy.
Yes, I can't see him being any more down. Even if he takes his own green ball out, the other red one will go with it. It's just
Timeout called.
a matter of leaving more room for David, that's all. Well, there's no real draw on the backhand, so he's playing controlled weight. Now this will dip away very quickly. Yep, there it goes. Such a hard shot, that controlled weight.
Quarter-inch
I
gap.
thought if he was going to play the weighted shot, it'd be off the other side, but he elected to play the backhand. Chance here for David now. A similar ball to his last.
He's missed a chance. Bit negative there.
2 shots, David Gourlay.
Definite chance for a 3, that one.
Jack length 29 metres.
Yes, Marion Purcell, who won the mixed pairs with Robert Paxton on the left, and Janice Gower, well-known English Ladies International. Keen spectators in the stands today.
Three and a half inches.
Yes, Marianne played very well, I have to say, and she's enjoyed the experience so much, she's staying on all the way through.
Good second. All good line bowls there, centre of the rink.
One green.
Trying with this, he needs a drop at the end, he could draw the shot.
Oh yes.
Oh, he's played it really well.
Side toucher, front plant, bit of a gap between the balls.
One red.
That was a beater, wasn't it?
Yeah, just increased the foot of weight on his last delivery. See it coming back in there. Good weight, you get a great bend.
Timeout called. Andy has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, the forehand, it'd be hard to get that ball out, John, without actually moving the jack across and out into the open. But the backhand is so difficult that and maybe the only shot he has.
Yeah, I think that's probably the shot, the forehand to follow David in. Any connection is going to spring the jack.
He has got the last ball in this end, so it's an almost like a 2-ball shot he needs. Open it up with the first. Well, he's going for the front plant. It's not easy. Yeah, That's why I didn't like the forehand plant. That ball was about 5 or 6 inches from the other one.
Yeah, you'd have to say he's committed to that a bit now, so I would expect to see David looking at the back position. There's a green ball there to try and cover or get beyond that. Can't see David improving this by trying to draw another. He's got to go for position. Needs to run. Not too bad. Going again, underneath this time.
One shot, David Gourlay.
Well, Andy Thompson just off the drive that time, John, and
Jack length 28 metres.
they've both been playing running balls in this match to get out of trouble, and some very good draws as well. We've had the opportunity to see everything.
Another good start. David up in the game now a little bit. Realises he's got to put the pressure on Andy, get away from him in the set. Ball has a value, it's down the centre of the ring, so it protects the red shot ball from any strike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny, when you play a good first ball, David, sometimes you don't really want to be too close to your jack eye. You can play a really good ball and present a target.
Well, that's the difficulty when you get to this stage, in particular with players that are very comfortable on the rink. Last thing you want is a target. Now, in the backhand, he's playing it again. Thought he might have been tempted with the forehand just to hide the ball behind his short one. Well, the only danger John is doing exactly what you said, and that is to frame the jack.
Gets past this, it'll be good.
Must get past
That's
it.
pretty good. That's as good as he could play there. Another shot as well.
3 red.
The only thing is he's leaving that ball to Andy to drop onto it and get a really good second. Good effort. Really good effort.
1 red.
It's going to be David's target with this one.
Yeah, Andy improved that for himself. So David will look to close this out. He drop onto the split between the red and the green, fall in. good line for it.
Wow, this is
One red.
leaving Andy a chance. I would expect Andy to be arriving at this, John. Even if he gets a split, it would be good. But if he gets onto the bowl or the jack, it would be absolutely perfect.
It invites that sort of shot, just overweight.
Yep. Under the line. But is he too much under the line?
Missed a few of these.
Yeah.
Backhand runner again, just inside the line.
One shot,
Not
David
his
Goulet.
best shot at the moment.
It's a difficult shot. It's one of those shots where even the best in the world, you're talking about maybe 4 or 5 times out of 10. Just to get it absolutely right. Chatting away to each other, and it's going to be that sort of game, isn't it? You know, two players that know each other so well. Things get the nitty-gritty of the second half of the set. It'll be full concentration.
Last bowl, 2.5 feet.
David's going to probably
favour
stay
yours.
on the forehand, try and negotiate that short ball. Just like that. That's pretty good. Easy to get right to the jack then by getting around the green, but he played it well.
I haven't seen Andy play this backhand too often. Well, still needs a really good close bowl. Quite happy to ignore the front green one.
Needs to miss it. Just about.
Oh, he's there all the way. Oh, that's a super shot, that really is.
Three red.
Yeah, a little bit closer to the green. Still just enough weight though to carry him around it. Right to the jack.
Andy still trying to draw on this backhand, and to say he hasn't played it very often. He's onto the line with this.
Well under it as well, and shorter weight.
I wonder will David go for cover here, because 3 shots at this stage is very valuable. Forehand's out of commission now. Might expect Andy to drive this. He could go for the respot position and sit and wait for the jack to come out there.
Backhand suggests he's going for a position at the back.
Well, his line has more to come into it, though. The difficulty is that if he leaves it, he knows Andy will draw a second. But by drawing in close, he knows that Andy will drive it.
Yeah, I don't know if that was deliberate to get to there off that side.
Well,
4 red.
Ben Twist, as usual, on his phone, texting down under. He's got 2 phones, actually, just in case the other one runs out of battery. Yeah, Yes, Andy going for the runner with the last delivery.
Looks wide to me, needs to be lucky. Was he lucky as well?
Oh, goodness me, that was extremely
One
lucky.
shot, David Gurley.
Well, he's had a few fortunate ones, Andy. But my goodness me, took 3 shots off there with a very off-target shot.
Jack length 28 metres.
Well, that was a good result for Andy. Kept the set alive, really.
Yeah, a number of things happened with that drive, to be truthful, John, but to come out with just 1 down was almost a miracle. It's kept them in the set, though. 5 down is still viable. 8 down was a whole lot different. But a very, very lucky result indeed, and those are the sort of shots that can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I think we all know in major championships you've got to play well, but also you've got to have a little bit of luck along the way.
Oh yes, absolutely vital.
Now then, Andy, get your first ball going in this end. Likes the backhand in this direction, that's a good start. Well, decent line. Has overplayed it. And it's good position at the back.
Oh, this is good. Very good indeed. Sneaked round his own ball with a little touch and has hidden the ball. Oh, David Gurley's in trouble with this one.
2 green.
Yeah, just got past the ball. What he didn't want to do is just touch the green ball and fall out alongside. Just got past it to the jack.
To be honest, John, I can't see a
Timeout
shot here for David Gurley.
David has 3 timeouts remaining.
He's looking at the front bowl and it's just, he has to sneak past the front stuff and try and edge one out.
All I can see is 2 options really. If he's going to play weight, it's on that backhand and just miss the 2 red balls.
Yeah.
Get a front green into it. The other shot is to go forehand and try and draw the jack.
Oh, good luck with that one. The backhand is available and there is a target, but it's a very narrow target. A lot depends on how much weight he wants to use. Well, he's going pretty strong at it. Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot, I have to say. It really wasn't.
It was a good attempt actually. He got that red solid. He had a chance, but just didn't get a connection on it. Danger of dropping a 3 here. You know how funny this game is. It could have changed so quick. He could have easily been 8-0 up, and he could be 3-5 here. Slip into the forehand.
Well, must feel it's safer there. Must admit I'm a little bit surprised he changed, but just the two.
Two shots, Andy Thompson.
He'll be happy to get on the card with that too, as you say, John. The change from the fourth end and the fifth end, massive difference. So Andy Thompson clawed his way onto the scorecard with two very good bowls on the fifth end. Left David absolutely no shot to play with his last
Jack
delivery.
length 25.5 metres.
So only three behind now. The run into home in the second set at 5-2 with 4 ends to go. Well, Andy just dropping a little bit short, but it's a good ball there. It's not going to make it easy for David.
No, I'll still play this, so I mean, just gets to the green ball behind the jack and falls in, gets shot. Good line, all about weight. Drops round the front one.
Needs the back ball and to roll off it. He has. Brought him virtually up the green again.
And his other ball now is in very good position, so.
One red.
That was an excellent delivery. It really was.
Quarter of an inch.
And he's shaking his head. No way in on the forehand because of his own front ball. Won't want to attack it in case he flicks his own ball out either, so. Well, he's playing narrow, controlled weight. This isn't easy. Yeah, there it goes. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see David play a similar shot in the forehand, just to his last, just draw another one, John.
Yeah, same ball really. He doesn't want to leave anything on the backhand side. Line's pretty good. Just outside the green this time, but it's good position again, and Andy can't afford to move the jack really. He'd have to go with it, and
well, not only that, John, but he can't afford to take his own ball either. He takes his own ball out, give David a chance for a 4, but it should really just be a draw.
down on the backhand side. Still using a little bit of weight, but he'll never get back if he's out on that line with the weight. Just won't get down.
One red.
Well, it's a chance for David now to add a second here. On that forehand, just reach the green ball. Good track. How's the pace on this one? Yes, he's done this.
Yes, I think he's made it. for the double.
Two
That was
shots,
important,
David
and he
Gourlay.
made it. 2 to Gourlay.
Well, it's those sort of spare shots that win you matches.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
David Gurley 5 shots in front with 3 ends to go in the second set, having lost the first 7-6. I'm sure Andy will push him all the way to the line. He won't want to give up the set too easily. I'd really expected that if David wins one of the next 2, John, that might be enough.
Yes, he'd like to make it this end, wouldn't he? Just extend that lead. I feel he's been a little bit more consistent than Andy in this second set. Just feel he's getting some control over the game. Didn't feel that in the first. Thought Andy was a better player.
Yes, just reversed around a little bit. Not much in it though, between the 2 players in either set. Three ends to go. It'll take
Your
2
ball,
ends
16 inches. The gap, 16.
for David to win this set, but I would expect if Andy's going to draw the set, which is what he has to do to win the match, it'll take all 3 ends to do that. Oh, he's made the adjustment to this. Oh, that's a beauty. Front toucher, tucking it in behind the red one.
Gap is 7 inches.
Well, that hasn't made it anyway easy for Andy, but Andy will be on the outside of the mat here. There he is at the back, right on the outside, just trying to give the ball an extra bit of width to get it back.
We'll get round that red ball. If he's on good weight, he'll get back nicely.
He has to have the weight though, and he's dropped it. The road was absolutely perfect.
Makes it more difficult now. He's sort of widened that front 3 balls. Just wonder where David would play the other side. Just drop onto his red, turn it over a couple of times.
Don't think there's any choice now. Certainly what he was trying for. Even if he had dropped this ball down, it would have been a very difficult second shot to beat. And well, backhand's still available for Andy if he wants it. And there is a big deep bend on it. Yep, there he goes again on the back.
A good line with the last, a couple of feet of weight. And get around that bunch of balls. Just overcompensated with that, pushed into it.
1 shot, Andy Thompson.
Well, first target for Andy Thompson was to make sure he scored in that end. That's exactly what he's managed to do.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
There you go. Happy birthday, Grandma. All sorts of messages, don't we, John?
Five-inch gap.
So, David Gurley. 4 up, 2 hands to go. Just needs one shot this end to force the tie break. First set, very, very tight. 6 all into the last end, and Andy Thompson just over the line with a very good ball to the edge of the ditch. Now, Andy, can you sneak past and get your own ball? You can. That's not bad.
I just wonder, David may gamble now early with this.
4 up, John. You know, it's he's going early with it, as you thought. Surely he's got the edge. Well, he did get the edge, but not enough of it. That hasn't helped the case. Really needed to remove that ball.
Now then, one good bowl here could put David in a lot of trouble.
Needs a good one.
He's gone down the back. I wonder whether he'd have tried to tidy that end up then.
Let's just turn the jack around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, very tempting for David to run again and try and get to the jack, and just to guarantee things of maybe losing one shot, but he's going back to the draw again. Not sure about this.
Yeah, it was too open, wasn't it? It was always inviting that if you left it open, he's drawn the shot.
Yeah, he played it well, I have to say. You know, I wasn't sure about it simply because if he had left it jack high, it was giving Andy a good chance to remove it.
Still opportunities for Andy Thompson, though. That ball hasn't dropped in behind the jack. It's side on, virtually just past, but it's possible to raise that away.
It's also a set lie, though. I would expect Andy to get close to it at least, but he would like to punch the ball out and stay for 3.
Ball solid, it's good. He's playing it inside line.
Oh, he's close for this.
Doesn't want the jack, just wants the ball.
Off his own.
No, he didn't want that.
No, that's pushed it right out into the open. And while he might be lying to green, there's no way he's going to get the shot this end. David will just draw it for the set. Even on a bad day, there's some players who make this.
Timeout called.
Don't you dare say it, John.
I said a word, David.
The tip of your tongue there.
I haven't said a word. I think actually if David he's just taking his time, the one thing he doesn't want to do is obviously overgreen it with the boards on the side, so he just
exactly. Just concentrate on getting the
on
shot.
the line.
That's all. That's all he has to do.
This is good.
Andy will start to kick the balls away.
One shot, second set, David Gurley, match tiebreak.
Absolutely no mistake, and David Gurley thoroughly deserved to take this match to a tiebreak.
You toss first? Andy won the toss and has given the jack to David on the first end.
Well, David's just gone off for a comfort break for a moment as we go into the third end of a tie break. The crowd are taking an opportunity to stretch their legs a little bit, but they won't want to leave this match. So, David Gurley back into the arena.
So, I'll wait for the crowd to settle now. Three-end tiebreak, David, to get into the world final.
Start length 27.5 meters.
Good fight back by David Gurley, having lost the first set 7-6. He's played very, very well in the second set. Put Andy in a bit of bother. Won it 8-3 without having to play the last end. So now we're into the three-end tie-break, and the rules change for this. It's just a matter of winning the end. So you can see attacking balls right from the start. And that's just about as good a start as you could hope for, John.
That is a great start.
Very tiny gap.
First end of a
Andy.
tiebreak,
A very
that's
small
just what
gap,
you want to do. Andy resisted the temptation to run at that. He's going to try and draw for a close ball. Not a bad reply here. It's a nice ball there, good position. David deliberately on the wide side, covering into the spot position just behind. Andy will come down and have a look at this now. Now the temptation, I'd say, is to try and run this off early, get the ball away. If he's doing that, I would suggest he'll do it off the forehand if he hits, because he doesn't want to take his own green away if he's missing on the wide side on the backhand. That's a very good ball he's got in there. So if he does decide to play it, Dave.
It's absolutely right, John. Yeah, the respot position's available as well. So if he gets it over there onto the respot, it opens everything up. He can't allow this to set after two balls. You know, he must hit it. Unless he's feeling very confident on the backhand to ease the ball off. Well, that's what he's trying.
Yeah, resisted the temptation again to go with the second ball, looking to draw it. Certainly got a good line.
He's given it a chance, I have to say. Given it a real chance. Got the jack. Oh, what a ball that was. Oh. Well, so many players would have played the running ball there, but Andy Thompson, feeling very, very confident, took the jack away from David Gurley.
One green.
Yeah, that was very good bowl by Andy. Decided, was very close to the first. He just dropped the weight. Great stuff.
David running at it, trying to open things up. Oh, he's not getting back, is he? Nope. Well, he had to make contact there, John.
You feel now that he's in a bit of bother. Andy's going to close this end down. Needed to get a striker connection.
It's amazing what one ball can do, and that was a fantastic draw by Andy.
It'll be one for the scrapbook for him. Very predictable. Andy's going deep.
I'd be glad to go deep as well.
Put the respot on that side. That's well covered.
Managed to do the work with the third ball. And David's looking at the angles here.
Oh, personally, I don't see anything on the striker. I can't see him getting much out of this. I would think the only possibility is a forehand draw.
Well, he's actually looking at the jack
Timeout.
there, and he has got a deep red ball if he's able to carry it all the way
timeouts,
through
mate.
to the back. There is a deep red ball lurking back there.
Have to go with it though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, totally. Well, it's certainly worthwhile. You know, it's even if he gets a good bounce on it, it might go deep, but he's got no other shot. It's amazing how one ball can make such a big difference. Andy's ball was absolutely fantastic.
He's going for the draw shot. Thought he might.
Well, close for this, but he's not going to get back. And enough
First
weight to
end,
trail
Andy
it.
Thompson.
I think he tried to play almost 2 shots in one there, John.
Yeah, caught between 2 stools. Probably you have to reach anyway. Didn't want to be short on it.
Oh, this large crowd have not moved in this match. They've thoroughly enjoyed it. We've been going for an hour and a half, and second end of the tie break. Good quality stuff. Andy Thompson, after the disappointment of the second set, losing at 8-3, he's won the first end of the tie break, and now he's one end away from the final.
Jack length 26 metres.
Back in the present days, we used to see the mat up the green and a short jack, and people trying to drive the jack with their first ball. John, it wasn't done very often, but we did see it. Don't think I've ever seen that in recent years.
Well, we're playing to a new position, of course, though, and we're both tall now. 3 metres, not 2 metres from the ditch with the jack, so it's a little bit more difficult if you strike the jack to go with it.
David might be tempted to run at this, but there's a little bit of room. Just drawing.
Going past the jack, I'm not sure if that was deliberate. Back ball. We saw on the last end, he's just broken in his delivery, something disturbed him. As I was going to say, proved on the last end, it just takes one good bowl, David.
I'm sure it's only disturbing. I just wondered, did he have a second thought about that? Because being aware of the fact that back bowl is very useful at David Gurley's. Deciding to go all the way through. I can't see David trying to draw it again, really, but I don't think the first one was really a draw either. I think it was quite a deliberate bowl at the back. Yep, going for it now. Oh, this one looks wide. I think he's got his own bowl with this. Yeah. Now, are both the reds going off the rink? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, dear, oh, dear. He is in a heap of trouble now. Nothing. There's the 2 red balls. Andy line 1. He's got the back position. Very difficult to draw a perfect ball here, John.
Probably look to go past again. I don't think there's any point in leaving anything down the green or anything. I think past the jack. Yep, just a break again. Setting himself.
Well, this couldn't be going any better for Andy Thompson if he had dreamed it, because he's got the shot on the first end. He's lying absolutely perfect in the second in terms of 3 balls on the rink. And I just wonder, will David have to play to just reach the ball of the jack and stay there?
Well, he's going on to his forehand.
Oh, wow.
That suggests he's playing the hit again.
Oh, it is if he's on the forehand. This will be par. Oh, has he pulled it? He has. Another one in the ditch. Begin to think a blocker might be a good idea here, John.
Yeah, I'm surprised David played that then. He didn't have a bowl on the green. I think I'd have been looking to draw that personally with the last bowl.
Well,
he's got no options now.
Yeah, so would I, to be truthful with you. I can see why he played it, because he reckoned that on the respot he might have had a chance, but this really should be a blocker here from Andy. If he puts something 3-4 feet
Timeout called.
down short, even shorter than that, that would
Andy
force
has 2
David into the
timeouts
draw
remaining.
shot.
I don't know if I would. I think what you don't want to do is give your opponent anything, a line or anything, something, an angle he could come off or anything, David. I'd be tempted to go just past the jack again and leave him the hard draw. Just leave it for him. Go a couple of feet past.
See what happens with Andy here. If he does go slightly deep, it doesn't really matter. I think David has to draw it, but can't see him driving this. But yeah,
He decided to go for the blocker.
yeah, I just think that's a good bowl on his forehand to block it. You know, it's yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad, I can tell you. He's forced David into trying to draw this shot after 2 runners.
Well, the question here, does he draw it or does he play sort of a rolling weight, a few yards and try and pick the jack up and go with it, or stun on the ball?
The jack is available to try and just pick it up and run it through to there, stay with it, John.
David has 1 timeout remaining.
And to there would be perfect. The alternative shot for David Gurley is to get the green ball and try and push it out of the head that way and stay in the jack. Either way, the drive is, well, he could drive it for the jack into the ditch, but if it goes on the respot, he's going to lose.
Right, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodness me, Andy Thompson will be as nervous as a kitten with this one as he watches.
He's playing the draw.
Oh, goodness me.
Playing the draw shot.
Is he up? I don't think he's there. Got away very, very gentle.
Second end and match. Andy Thompson.
Well, Andy Thompson shows his elation in winning that match over 5th seed David Gurley, and so he should too. He's made his way to the final again, as he did a couple of years ago. And we can't deny the style of Andy Thompson, there's no doubt about that. Players come and go over a period of years, but he's been at the top for 2.5 decades now, and he's proven what a good player he is. Played very well, very popular here, of course, Andy Thompson. But the crowd loved that, some of them on their feet too, Andy. It was a marvellous game, there's no doubt about that. Absolutely super game. But it's Andy Thompson that's through to the final.
Here I am with both players, Andy Thompson and David Gurley. David, first of all, things started off pretty tough for you. Andy got the better of you in the first set, albeit narrowly. You came back pretty well in the second.
Yeah, I was happy way of playing the second set. You know, the first set went down to the last end, you know, but it was a great game. Andy, you know, played an amazing first tie-break end, drew a shot, you know, he had an inch to spare, you know, and that's what wins matches.
Absolutely. Andy, we saw from your reaction what this means to you. You looked over the moon.
Well, obviously, you know, to get to another final is just unbelievable, really. You know, I just can't believe it. As Davey says, I started off well, and I think first set I probably deserved, but second set, David was all over me, really, and I hang in there. And tie breaks, well, you never know, but I'd agree, David. I mean, that was an unbelievable ball. I played, you know, to get the shot. You know, I thought I'm in trouble here, but, you know, managed to produce it.
Absolutely. You've been consistent all week, and the thought of a final at the age of, and I'm just going to whisper it, 59.
No, is it really? I just can't, you know, obviously, age doesn't matter to me, you know, it's no barrier. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are, whether it's 29 or 39 or 59, I don't care really, so, you know, I'm still producing balls, and that's the main thing.
Congratulations, well done. Andy Thompson back in the final here. He was last in the final back in 2012 when he went on to win the title. Well done to him.